Present. Present. Presenting.
Rinig siya?
Presenting.
Kulang.
Dito, hindi naririnig sa court.
Hindi siya rinig dito.
Presenting our national officials for this match. Paano ko introduce yung mga players? First referee, Mr. Mark Santos.
Ayusin. Hindi siya rinig dito.
Officials. The Emus. Let's call on our starting lineup from our Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 9, Energy Laure. Number 2, Jasmine Nabor. Wearing jersey number 5, Aimee Kim Hernandez. Number 8, Iya Laure. Number 22, Pauline Marie Gaston. And number 23, Maria Shaya Adorador. Starting libero, number 25, Buding Duremdes. Head coach, Mr. Aaron Velez. Presenting our Galeries Highrisers. Let's begin with jersey number 2, Marianne Esguera. At number 9, Audrey Catherine Paran. Wearing jersey number 12, Mary Grace Masangkay. Number 15, Rapril Aguilar. Number 16, Noriel Ipak. And number 23, Roma Joy Doromal. Starting libero, number 6, Juliet Katindig. And head coach, Miss Lerma Hiron. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Presenting the starters for Chery Tiggo, we have the Laure sisters with Aimee Hernandez, Pauline Gaston, Jasmine Nabor, Shaya Adorador, and Buding Duremdes, starting for Coach Aaron Velez. And then, for the Galeries Highrisers, we have Rap Aguilar, Anis Guerra, Audrey Paran, Julia Ipak, AC Masangkay, RJ Dromal, and Juliet Katindig. Here are your starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Ronnie Magsanok and Alexis Tinsay. Coach Ronnie, we have to notice the change in the starting lineup for the Highrisers. Your thoughts?
At least 2 players, or make that 3 players starting out today. players such as Masangkay, Paran, Lesguera, who did not see action until after the first set coming in. Or seeing action for the first time here to open up this match.
But EJ Laura will open up this match with the first point for Chery Tiggo. Back to the point of Coach Ronnie. Well, a lot of these starters right now did play well in the second set, which was the set wherein we thought that Galeries Tower will take from Petrogas.
Yung last two sets talagang dumikit at nahirapan na gusto yung Petrogas. So probably Coach Larry Mahiron looking for a better start because the first set was quite lethargic for them in that first loss against the team of Petrogas Angels.
But Chery Tiggo is off to a great start on the other end. That was a block by Ea Laure.
All right, we talk about blocks. Chery Tiggo lost that battle versus Warfresh Foxes. They really played well.
Yes.
Fortunately, lost traction in sets 1 and 3. Eventually powered 3 straight sets.
Now, a lot of people were impressed by Farm Fresh in their opening.
Yes.
Galeries in their second and third sets as Ea Laure scores again. Do you think that Farm Fresh story could be somewhat an inspiration for Galeries? Because right now, Farm Fresh is on its second conference.
Right.
They're impressing a lot of people.
Correct. Sabi naman ni Coach Derma, doon pala sa interview si Coach Brody, that they're here to win, not just to compete. So hindi participation ang hanap, hindi content for a possible spot in the semis.
Another block there by Chery Tiggo. Here's RJ Doromal. Wow! How about the net defense of the red shirts?
Well, if you take a look at the stats in the previous match, most of the touches went to Audrey Paran and Doromal aside from Aguilar. So makikita mo doon nakaanino yung mga blockers ngayon ng red shirts to start out well. Something that eluded them in the 3-set win laban sa Farfresh Foxes.
It's now 4 serving love, but Jasmine Nabor uses that service error. So that's the first point in this game for Galeries Tower.
Nabor really played well in that first win for Chery Tiggo. Not excellent sets, but more than that, even on defense, she was omnipresent, helping out the floor defense ng crossovers. That was key in some comeback nila in sets 1 and 3.
To your point, we saw 10 excellent digs from Jasmine Nabor with 15 excellent sets. As
what a combination.
Yeah, what a combination.
And then also a scoring threat as well. Dahil papaluan ka rin yan. 2 straight points here after a 4-0 lead earlier coming from the red shirts.
Yeah, that hit by Ea Laure just rolled off of the net and straight outside.
It was a cut shot attempted by Laure.
EJ's turn. Nice hit.
Talked about the sister act earlier, delivered by the Laure sisters. Teammates in college, teammates here in the pro ranks, reunited. Looking to stay potent even without Top Gun, Maylin Pat, and they were a combined 24 of 71, helping out the offense of Chery Tiggo big time in their first win.
That's chemistry at its finest. No? You have the Laure sisters.
Sundan si ate.
Yeah.
Sabayan si Bunso.
Well, I can only imagine the conversations that they have shared, not only in their practices.
Little thick and thin. Of course, under Manu Jovi and then Daddy Eddie. Those personalities in their own right, of course, aside from the brother, na basketball player din.
Right, Echo, who's playing for USD right now. Here's Amy Hernandez.
USD.
Score, yes, that's right.
Talked about USD. Lisa Jimenez going to a different direction. Amy Hernandez playing for a different team. Francisco making her way dito sa lineup naman ng High Tower. So, very nice to see a lot of teams being a part of the PVL, opening a lot of doors para sa mga players na makabalik muli, katulad itong si Dim Pacres.
Oh, we definitely missed her. As RJ Doromal scores for Galeries.
One of the top players in that first match. Doromal was 7 of 22. Good strike, good point, down to a 2-point lead for the crossovers.
Isa rin ito nagbabalik sa indoor volleyball.
Yes, but looks fit and trim.
Doromal with the serve. Ball up by Adorador. Shaya will get it back, and she will score.
Former Lady Warrior, tulad ni Juliet Katindig. Once again, and looking back at the years that they were playing in college, definitely the maturity level and the evolution of their games have reached a very high level already. And a lot of players that we have covered before are national players already in their own right.
It's now 7 serving 4. Ball received by Audrey Paran. Here's Rap Aguilar. The was there. Rap tried to tip it in. Ipa, the battle at the net. Ball up by Chery Tiggo. They cannot send it through. And now we turn you over to Alexis Tinsay.
Migs and Coach Ronnie, going back to the sister act of the crossovers, EJ Laura shared to me the type of leadership she has, and I quote, "It's amazing and heartwarming to be a captain because I do not lead by words, I lead by example. It's better to lead a team by showing up on court and giving the best you've got rather than just being vocal in the dugout." And for Aya, there were some injuries along the way, but that was her team when they handled it so gracefully, protected her sense of peace and her sense of identity na kahit hindi niya magagawa lahat ng mga bagay, pag may iniinda, doesn't mean hindi siya makakabalik sa form na iyon, where you can see in their double-digit performances last game. And you know what? We can also experience the excitement of this game and all PVL matches at your convenience with the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe for just 149 pesos. Back to you, Coach Ronnie and Migs.
Meron din palang iniindang injury itong si Aya Laure. It's good that she's able to play as Audrey Paran's attack sails outside because Chery Tiggo's already been bothered with injuries.
Right.
They have Seth Rodriguez and Alina Vicar both out due to knee injuries, and Malin Paat due to an ankle injury, as we get to see the first challenge of this game.
Well, at this stage of the season and of the year, nasa year-ending conference na tayo. Dalawa lang yan. It's either meron kang iniinda dahil ikaw yung ginagamit. O wala kang iniinda kasi hindi ka nagagamit.
Let's just hope that our players can recover anytime soon.
But to play pain-free in the third conference, in the 6th PVL season, bihira yun sa mga talagang heavy ang playing time.
Even in other sports, I remember a basketball coach Christian was telling me nobody ever plays 100%. So listen in to this time.
Ako na! Huwag mo sabihin, ate-ate.
Here's the replay on the block touch. There was no touch, apparently.
One more challenge remaining for Coach Larry Mahiron and the Galeries. 4-point lead ties the biggest advantage here for the crossovers.
You gotta love that smile, though, Coach Lerma. She's been around.
Yep.
Adamson program.
Only the second female head coach here in the PVL. Comes after Regine Diego of F2 Logistics. The girl power is very much alive.
I'm sure a lot of people will await that battle of two female coaches. Now our second All-Filipino conference is now. Julia Ipak scores for the white shirts.
Definitely, the Galeries are moving better compared to the way we saw them execute in their first set. Able to work out, iron out kinks that they saw in the 3-set loss versus Petrogas. Pero mabilis ang turnaround
Ipak will now serve, down by 3 points. Again, our technical timeout will happen on the 13th point of the set.
Several rule changes as we head into the final conference of the year. Good diagonal point delivered by Laure once again for a 4-point lead.
As Alexis said, she leads by example.
Yes, meron kasi mga vocal talaga na leaders. Pero iba naman, katulad ni Alvin Patrimonio, di nagsasalita. Pero magpapakamatay sa loob.
Do you have a preference? What type of leader you want?
Kung sino yung mas susundin, kung sino yung mas magaling. Yan ang dapat tulaan.
Basta effective.
Basta effective. Basta susunod.
That's right. Have a point coming in again from Galeries Tower.
Palitan.
Open attack.
Palitan ng puntos. Their first match, they were out-hit. Definitely. +6 ang Petrogas over Galeries at 40-34 in terms of spike points.
There's a serve by AC Masangkay, and it's an ace.
Masangkay starting out today in lieu of team captain Fen Emnas. Masangkay played the last 2 sets against Petrogas Angels. Eventually finished with 7 excellent sets.
Here she is again at the service line. Masangkay will send it in. Ball up by Adorador. The board to him. Sorry, that's Hernandez.
That's in. Masangkay, of course, coming from Lipa, Batangas, as Hernandez delivered that much needed point to stop the momentum or the run ng Galeries.
Just was able to hit the line. Here comes Galeries. Esguerra finding the corner.
Running hit earlier coming from APAC, and now Esguerra with nice quick play, zero tempo play. From a 10-6 count, this is a nice 3-1 counter delivered by the Highrisers.
But to your point, you are seeing the difference in set number 1, their last.
Malaki, malaki. Pati yung galaw, mas mabuti, hindi hamak.
EJ Laura's attack was set back, battle at the net. Put up by Galeries. They go to Rap Aguilar. That sails out.
The decision to stay clear of Aguilar. Aguilar also making a comeback. A lot of these players that I saw were making their comebacks. Now, nakita natin una sa PNBF.
Right, the Champions League.
Yes. And ang kagandahan, that was also on TV. And of course, some companies who are now in the PVL probably saw them and have assembled a team such as the Galeries. Ito, magkakasama na sila. Service error.
Is it okay to conclude as well that having played in the PNVF allowed them to transition back to seeing the lights, having some fans?
Oo, and for some, there were those who stopped already. Then suddenly, nabuhay yung dugo, so to speak.
It's now 10 serving 12. Ooh. That was definitely outside as it hit Coach Aaron Velez. He seems to be okay. Now we proceed to our technical timeout. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now. Folks, thank you for joining us in our first game of your PVL Thursday inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Present to you the Chery Tiggo Crossovers going up against the Galeries Highrisers, with Chery Tiggo now owning a 3-point lead, 13-10 in the first technical timeout. Well, the only technical timeout that we had in each set.
Right.
Coach Ronnie, can you elaborate on the changes that we have in this conference?
Several rule changes that supposedly supposed to speed up the game more. Yung challenge system, kung tama ka, yung dalawang nananatili, mananatiling dalawa hanggang tama yung challenge mo. Pag sablay ka na, mababawasan hanggang maubos yan. And yung technical timeout nga, na dati 8 and 15. 18-16 ngayon ay nasa isa na lang at 13 point. Tapos one timeout na lang.
Oo.
Bawat team. Tapos yung change over.
Every 2 sets.
Every 2 sets na tayo.
And also during their challenges, they can huddle, right?
Correct. Allowed na.
Dahil nabawasan nga naman sila ng mga timeout.
Yes. Pero mahaba kasi yung challenge, di ba?
Might as well.
Correct.
There's the attack by Doromal. Sent back, straight outside. So that's a point for the white shirts.
Off the block point coming from Doromal. Doromal second point. Tied with the Esguerra in terms of scoring honors. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the Lauri sisters with 3 points apiece. That's Chery Tiggo with 7 attack points. Galeries now with a total of 6. Pero Chery Tiggo merong 3 offensive blocks.
That's how they started this game. Very well under net defense, but Pongay make that Pauline Gaston scores.
Eluding the defense of EPAC. Pongay Gaston also. New team. hoping for a better career dito sa Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Isa sa mga unang lumipat ng regional teams in the PVL. Kasi dati, parang school-based lumalabas di ba? But she made her move, bit the bullet, and now is enjoying her stint here with the Crossovers.
So she has teamed up with her former UAAP opponents. Ball kept alive there, but it looks like it wasn't angled correctly by Chery Adorador.
It's a good effort coming from Adorador. That is one thing I saw of the Crossovers in that difficult matchup against Farm Fresh. Sipag nila dumipensa kaya nakabalik after being down by at least 2 times by big deficits in sets 1 and 3.
Scores 14-12. Home guy with a push. Kept alive. Not the best angle for Audrey.
Difficult. Able to make the adjustment.
That puts the lead up to 3 points for Chery Tiggo.
With the absence of Philippine Army, kanilang mga key players are still playing for several clubs here in the PVL.
So that's the case as well for the men's division, as Wewe Medina is now an assistant coach.
For coach, together with Coach Godi Akumo.
Right. For the Highrisers.
Was back in the PVL since the time that he handled UP with Motolite in 2019. It's Wewe Medina.
Big shout out to him. It's now 13 serving 15 in favor of Chery Tiggo.
This is wherein you rely on your network that you have built in your playing years in volleyball. That's always it always helps to plant good seeds.
Would you say na maliit lang din naman ang mundo?
Napaka.
Might as well have good connections, to your point, good relationships. As Pauline Gaston serves for Chery Tiggo, up by 3. There's the serve, it's in, straight to Rap. AC onto the running Millman.
Well anticipated as Guerra check this time. Once again, the blocking of Jimenez to free up itong si Laures open.
Again, Jasmine Nabor had 15 excellent sets in the first 3 sets. As Audrey Paran now scores.
This time making the necessary adjustment. Leading scorer with 8 points in their first loss. Now Paran starting out today has tallied 2 points.
Paran came off the bench in set number 1 versus Petrogas, and she started in sets 2 and 3.
And then she stayed.
Up until this game. Duremdes onto Laure. That's EJ.
Coverage was late. Hindi not able to keep that ball up. Pinakamalaking kalamangan ay 5. Bababa ng 2, sasampa sa 3 as Grace Bombito, who played briefly in their first match. Back in harness.
Might I just say, as Audrey Paran wasn't able to get to that ball, it's nice to see Grace Bombita.
Very nice to see Bombita. A big name player, definitely.
Remember, before that knee injury, she used to be one of the brightest stars of the PVL.
Exactly.
That's another block by Chery Tiggo.
And another coverage missing.
We were able to see some frustration for Coach Lerma Hiron. Now it's time out for the Highrisers.
Bakit ang tipid yung gumalaw? Nandun naman na kayo sa pwesto. Itataas nyo na lang. Bakit kailangan mag-asahan kayo? Bakit kailangan magturo kayo? Hindi ba pwedeng ako na to, akin na to? Ang alayo na nga bully natin, ha? Ngayon, kung hindi natin itatama yung mga kilos nyo, puro doubt kayo sa ginagawa ninyo, ay wala mangyayari sa atin. Hindi yan ang tinetraining natin. Ano tinetraining natin? Magtinginan? Ano tinetraining natin? Mag-asahan? Tumabaho tayo. Okay.
Block cover. Block cover. We are touching the balls, but you're not retrieving. All the block up, anything they block, we can't retrieve. Think about that.
Akuin ninyo. Let's go. Kaya ba yan?
Coach Ronnie, I'd like to get your thoughts about the coaching dynamic of the Highrisers. They basically have two former head coaches, one current head coach right now.
Right. Ano naman yan eh. Like the players, you rely on teamwork even for coaches. Active, ika nga. Allowed by Coach Lerma.
Good dig right there by
That's
Jace
good
Bombita.
defense by Bombita.
Is that what Coach Lerma asked for?
Hinahanap niya yung coverage eh. Pag may pumalo, sinong sasalo, sino magko-cover. Pag may transition, sino yung pupwesto. So yung huling galaw to cover up and set up a rally or an exchange, yun ang nawawala. Now the lead has ballooned to 7.
That was a nice hit by A.L. Laure.
Exactly.
Targeting Grace Bombita. Service now for Jasmine Abor. Received.
After the timeout, they give up 2 straight points.
Sabi nga ni Coach Lerma kanina, marami-rami na ang kanilang hahabulin.
Oo.
Eh, mas malaki pa. There's the service ace by Jasmine.
They gave up 4 in their first loss. Talking about the Galeries Highrisers. Meanwhile, Chery Tiggo had a total of 5 service aces compared to 2 sa Farm Fresh nung una nilang panalo.
And 2 of those came from Jasmine herself.
Correct. And Jasmine Nabor also helped out the offense, scoring 3 points.
Katindig got the receive. Now it's Grace Bombita who's denied at the net.
By Laure.
That's the second block point. Sorry, the first block point of EJ Laure. Aya has 2.
Right. Total of 6 offensive blocks already out of the 23 points scored here by the Red Teams.
Mentioned they're not the tallest in terms of
Pero
the
sipag,
height.
sipag. Pati yung floor defense. Iba kumilo sila ngayon.
Served by Jasmine, received by RJ at the middle.
See that?
Mayan. EJ Laure. Back to RJ. Durmal tried to go down the line, but it was wide.
10 set points here. Ronquillo also inside here para sa Chery Tiggo as Pacres announces her first entry para dito sa High Towers.
Let's see if Dimdim can be the spark plug for the Galeries Tower Highrisers as Coach Webber Medina again signals for a block touch challenge. This is their second challenge.
Yes. Yan na yung parang unofficial na timeout na pwede mong kunin. Eh. Lalo pag alam mo naman na wala, pero pwede kong
Work hard tayo, huwag kayo tumigil.
para magamit.
Wala ka naman kailangan sa dulo gagawin. Kaya ba nakita yung ano, yung space na yun? Kaya sa mga tumigil sa play na ako. Pero usap kayo.
Guys, pag ganitong may mga spikers tayo na pumapalo, okay, try natin i-cover para makabawi tayo sa pag
Let's see the replay, Coach Ronnie. Was there a block touch? Wala. But to your point, the set's about to end. Might as well.
Yes. You do not save it for anything more because sabi mo nga, nasa tail end na eh. Pacres coming in lieu of the Roma Duroman.
Dimdim Pacres, glad to have her back. Last time we saw her play indoor volleyball was 2020. That's 3 years ago. 10 set points for Jasmine Abor. Not to hesitate there. AC Masangkay onto Dimdim. Just tipped it over. Ball kept alive. Recovery here for the Highrisers. Pacres pushing the ball onto Shaya. Nabor will go to the open.
Oh, nice.
And Ronquillo will score.
Transition play ends the first set. 11-point win. Does not give us the best and clear picture of what happened early on here in set 1. Eventually, Crossovers handles the fight back ng Galeries Highrisers for a 1-set lead. na maaga, baka hindi ganito yung tema. And one thing is certain, crossovers are trying to stay away from a slow start. Kasi hindi naging madali yung habol nila against
Farm Fresh.
a second conference team, no, na malaking improvement talaga. Anytime you flirt with disaster and play with overconfidence, chances are
Points.
correct. And Hernandez as well. With a quiet 4. That's 14 already. So yung attack points sila mataas eh.
But of those 14 attack points, 5 came from blocks.
Correct. Which is what you like as a coach. A two-way game built around not just your offensive firepower but more importantly, yung kakayahan na dumipensa to create points and stop yung juggernaut ng katapat.
Now, to your point about Chery Tiggo starting slow, they actually started slow in all of the 3 sets against Farm Fresh. So I'm sure that same challenge will be up for them here in set number 2.
Yes, the difference was that was the first match that they will be playing without Mike and Pat. Ito, alam na nila kung paano. Alam na rin nila kung ano yung laro ng kalaban. Bagay na hindi nila nakita sa Packers dahil unang game din yun ng Farm Fresh. And that's why Packers is inside. Heavy hitter. 1 out of 2. Had one attack earlier, was contained. Now, Masangkay goes to Packers, able to beat the double block.
That is Dimi Pacres reintroducing herself in the last game of Philippine volleyball.
Paying tribute to Coach Kung Foreyes, who gave her the inspiration to continue to fight on.
And Coach Cook was actually on the other side of the net.
Yes.
As it's back-to-back points for Galeries Tower.
Good transition play delivered by Esguerra. We never saw them take the lead in that previous set. Right now, ahead by 2 points.
I see something with the body languages.
Buhay na buhay naman eh.
It's Audrey Paran who's serving now. Ball received by EJ. Nabor goes to Aya. And that's a point for Aya Laure.
They don't finish the UAP as the #1 scorer without being lethal. Rookie of the Year, sabi nga natin in high school. Rookie of the Year, likewise in college. The only missing things dito sa resume ni Aya, yung UAP championship. Pero nadala naman nila ni Cici Rendina sa championship ang UST. Rather sa battle sa finals ang UST.
That was season 81 when they lost to Ateneo. That's an early Christmas gift for Aya Laure.
First straight points for Aya Laure. And that was also the same season that Cesar Robles, I believe, won as best server in her UAP career.
Now it's EJ Laure who is serving. 6 points for her in this matchup with a block to her name. All received by Juliet Katindig.
Is hit. Trying to elude the defense of Hernandez. That's Amy Hernandez. Pagpapalit ko sila ni Isa Jimenez eh.
I had that mistake as well in the first set. And Jimenez is here just waiting to play for Galeries Tower. Well, they are UST teammates, as you mentioned. Ball received by Rap Aguilar. There's the back set to Dimi. And Pacres will score.
Twice around, Pacres outsmarting the blockers of the crossovers. Basa ni Pacres na yung mga blockers masipag. Look at the timing. Over the blockers. Pacres was absent.
Marami siyang tips and off-speed attacks, no? Si Dimi.
Go-to ito eh. Diba? Yun ang missing dun sa high towers, dun sa unang laban eh. Yung pantapos.
Fortunately, the high towers, or the Highrisers, just gave up another point for Chery Tiggo. It's now 4 serving 3.
After starting out the second set with a 2-point lead.
Amy Hernandez with the serve. Straight to Rap. Here's Ipak. Julio will score.
Had a running hit earlier. 1 point in set 1, 1 point in set 2 for a makamarka ng paulit-ulit.
We go back with Dimi Pacres. Serve one to EJ. Miss received. Battle at the net. Put up by Pauline. And here's Ella with the tip. Tough save by Juliet. Rap. To try to score. Ball sent back. Masangkay. Back to Aguilar. Great net defense again by Chery Tiggo. Shaya Adorador puts it away.
If Adorador finished that time, makita mo yung effort ni Jude katindig kanina.
And now we turn you over to Alexis Didside.
Migs and Coach Ronnie, I actually got to talk to Galeries Highriser Anne Esguerra, and she actually just came from a tournament this morning, the AFP Olympics, where the Army battles PCG, Navy, Air Force, and the like in a major sporting event, and happy to be able to balance Army and Pro League together with volleyball with Audrey Paran. They know the capabilities of Gallery, and at the same time, it's about maximizing their power and minimizing their errors. For Captain Fen Emnas, it's not just going beyond giving out a good set, but also getting their first win. Let's see if we can see that and witness that today, also using the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos. Let's go back to you, Coach Ronnie and Migs.
Thank you, Alexis. Coach Ronnie, talk to us about how challenging it is to play 2 volleyball games in a day.
Gusto nila yan.
Talaga?
Oo, gusto mo yan. Pag naglalaro ka, walang problema.
Adorador scores.
Takes away everything and anything under the sun. All you want. Part of your job. Oo. There's no way that you can elude that. That's why you're there.
Now it's a service ace from Ea
May
Laure.
separation na to. 2-0 kanina to.
That's right.
And then 2 straight points by Laure. Now has 3 points at least here in set number 2.
So the run, Coach Ronnie, is
Maganda-ganda to. 6-2. Make that 8-2 run.
8-2 run.
Oo.
There's Ea with a smile. He's looking very happy right now.
But you see the way I describe them, no? Fit and trim. Silang lahat. Oh, miscommunication. It happens.
That's why Dimi Pacres is so happy. Because of moments like these.
She has 3 of the 5 points of the white shirts here in the set.
It's actually the Laure sisters who
Correct.
made that miscommunication. Shaya Adorador onto her former teammate. Here's Audrey Paran. Tried to go cross, but Buding was there. Adorador sending it over. Nice rally. Audrey Paran. Ball kept alive. Jasmine Nabor.
Oh.
Works.
Good you said. Kanya yun kay Audrey Paran. This is a loaded unit talking about Coach Aaron Veles team. Meron pa silang Jen Mierba dyan. Meron pang Kagande. Big name players who have been recognized as UAP champions in their young careers.
Wala pa nga si Cesc Robles.
Ayan pa,
Who
si
was
Cesc
the best
Robles.
player in their
Yes.
first game.
Finals MVP, tapos multiple MVP recognition ito outside of the UAP.
Let's see if they can play later on for Coach Aaron. As the starters are still here. Pauline Gaston, ball deflected. AC onto Ipak. Kept alive by Chery Tiggo. That's EJ Laure. Ball reached by Dimi Pacres right there. A chance for Chery Tiggo. Nabor on the
nice.
combination. Kept alive. Isa Jimenez. Ball deflected. Nabor to the quick. Oh, what a rally. Jimenez down the line.
That's Isa Jimenez. Fresh off the bench. Scores her first point. And look at Pacres and Jimenez with the UST connection.
marami kang advice na pwede ibigay sa current teammates mo on how to stop them.
Totoo yan. Hindi lang yun, pati yung coach.
Oh, that's right. Sangkay will go to Jimenez.
Not
Now
this
he's
time.
rejected.
That's Hernandez and the board. Closing the wall. And Isa Jimenez.
Is that the first block point of Chery Tiggo in this set?
Second set. Double check natin yan. Yes. That's correct.
That's after scoring 6 in the first set.
6 of their 25 points.
Pauline Gaston sending it in onto Isa. AC. That's Manis Guerra who tried to
Oh,
score.
good up. Good
EJ
up.
Laure. That meets the line.
Biggest lead was at 6 earlier. It was called in.
It was called in by our linesman. And no challenge from the Highrisers.
Instead, it will be 2-man sub. And now seeing action for the first time. Pacres giving way to Roma Doromal.
RJ did start this game and started in game number 1.
Right.
That was against Petrogas. Balik tayo kay Pauline. Chery Tiggo is up by 6 points.
Jimenez naman played in 1 set, did not score in that first game para sa Galeries.
EJ Laure.
Perfect timing.
Ball put up by the Highrisers. Jimenez tried to go cross. The board back
Nice,
set through the
nice.
slide. It's kept alive. Isa Jimenez. Great deflection. The board to the open. EJ. Great tip. Almost a miscue. Nice rejection. That's the second block point of Chery Tiggo in the set.
Third denial on RJ Doromal. Malaking kalamangan here in set 2. 7 puntos na abante.
Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Folks, thank you for joining us as we come to you live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for the second All-Filipino conference of your premier volleyball league, the heart of volleyball. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Ronnie Magsano and Alexis Tigsay. As you can see on your screen, that's A.L. Laure with Chaya Adorador, EJ Laure. Just a very, very strong starting unit for Coach
Yes.
Aaron Velez.
No slow start today after a lethargic start to say the least dun sa una nilang laban. Pero ano man ang mangyari, composure and veteran experience paved the way for them to over big deficits dun sa panalo nila laban sa Fine Fresh Foxes.
There's the combination play for Galeries, and it works. A point for RJ Doromal.
Out of the 8 kill blocks para sa red shirts, first time namin net touch, no?
Oh, so it's actually a violation.
For the red shirts.
Yeah, not a point for RJ.
Correct.
I'm curious as to what is the percentage of attacks of RJ in this game so far. EJ Laure going cross. Katindig was there. And so back set onto RJ. Tough chase by Jasmine Nabor. It's Galeries. Try to score to no avail. Nabor to the middle. Ball sent back. EJ Laure's turn. Great net defense by the white shirts. Jen Yerva onto Aya. Off speed. And Nas was there. Isa Jimenez's turn. Shaya puts it up. Now it's with EJ who sends it through. Then Emnas back to Isa. Nice rejection again.
Good read coming from Nabor. Diagonal coming from Jimenez. Turned back by Nabor. We see a glimpse of Genierva, one of the best defensive specialists as of late.
That's the second block point of Jasmine Nabor in this set.
Told you. I saw her performance in their first win as Nabor delivers a service ever.
Can you explain and expound to us just how hard it is to be a setter?
Napakahirap. Napakahirap.
It's not just setting, you have to block.
Among others, you have to lead.
That's right. Actually, setting in itself, choosing where to go.
Yep.
Oh, service error. That's by Isa Jimenez. Extending the lead to 7 points.
The first set was quite tight up to the midpoint. Dito maagang kumawala even after a good 2-point run to open up the set para dito sa Galeries.
Service for EJ. On to RJ Denomal. And that's across to Rap. Jasmine Nabor was there.
Good defense down the line.
Shaya Dorador. That's long. There have been no challenges yet from the side of Chery Tiggo in this match. There will be a substitution. It's Carly Hernandez who will serve.
Formerly of the FU Tamaraws.
She was a libero back in the day.
Yes, yes.
And she's done this for a couple of conferences already as a service specialist. Carly serves it onto Genierva. Nabor.
Oh, nice.
Middle.
Excellent reception. Zero tempo play. Back to a 7-point lead.
And Ivy went up. Kami ni Coach Ronnie.
Tinitignan ko talaga mabuti.
Ngayon kasi naglalaro na si Isa. Ngayon nasa
Ay,
bench
madali
si
na.
Isa.
Oo.
Here's Amy. 16 serving 9. Out to Aguilar. Here's Emnas. Try to go for the slide to no avail. Aguilar again. That's cross.
Over the blockers. Way too wide. 8-point lead. For the crossovers, looking good here once again in set 2 as Grace Bombita returns here for the white shirts.
Aguilar has definitely been shut down. She's still scoreless in this match.
Contained talaga.
Balik tayo kay Amy Hernandez.
We haven't seen Audrey Paran for a while.
That's right. She did start this game.
And scored 2 early points.
And to Grace. The elevation is not yet
Not
there.
yet there, oh. Not yet. But she has to keep on playing and to get as much floor time as she can.
There's going to be a challenge on the block touch. This is the third challenge for Coach Lerma. Let's try to listen in to the huddle.
Kaya hindi pa tamahin sa block, bilisan yung palo, hindi tatama sa block. Pero kung halimbawa nagdadalawin yung si Pem pumalo, ilagay nyo na lang. Kaysa sa paluin nyo pa na hindi kayo sigurado. Kung gusto nyo pumalo, pumalo kayo na mabilis. Kung gusto nyo mag-drop ball, mag-drop ball.
Let's see if there's a block touch in that previous sequence. Nope. So all challengers have been unsuccessful.
Not even close.
Well, we heard Coach Lerma, you can't force your attack. Might as well vary it if you can.
Eh, ang bigat din ng floor defense. Hindi lang naman yung blocking eh. Ito yung coverage eh. Solid.
18-9. There's a slide for Julia Ipak and it works.
Good first ball leading to that play coming from Ipak. Ipak and Esguerra have been steady contributors on offense for the white shirts.
Is there an argument as to Julia Ipak being the most consistent scorer so far for the white shirts?
No, not really. Kaya lang kailangan ng collective.
Stack
support
in the middle, that didn't go through for Chery Tiggo.
for Atienza.
It's Jai Atienza who is seeing her first action of the conference.
Tama. Did not play DNP against the Fresh Foxes.
11 serving 18. That's Fen Ennas. Ooh, her service was long.
At this stage of the set, down by this much. Kaya napapareha kanina pa si Coach Lerma pag yung mga unforced errors nangyayari pa.
There's Jen Yerba on your screen.
Right.
He played in sets 2 and 3.
One of the best young defensive specialists that we have in the country right now.
By the way, folks, for those of you who are wondering why Joy Micaganda still hasn't seen action, Shaya Adorador scores for Chery Tiggo. She is also nursing a knee injury. So let's hope for her fast comeback for the crossovers. So now a timeout is called with the score reading 20-11.
You're blocking, you're defending, you're spiking without purpose. Diba? Ano gusto natin mangyari? Didepensa tayo, magre-receive tayo without purpose. Hello? Hindi naman ganun kabigat yung sitwasyon, pinabibigat lang natin. Para lang tayo nasa training, mahirap pa nga yung training dyan eh. Kaso ang problema, you cannot handle, you cannot manage yourself. Sige, hanggat walang 25 yan, ilaban nyo lang.
Let's go, guys! Let's go! Hey, Highrisers!
As opposed to the good start of Galeries Tower in this set, what has changed?
Definitely, what has changed is the elevation of the game with the crossovers. They did not allow any more after that 2-point run. 2 quick points delivered by Laure changed the course right away of the set. Kung umabot ng 4-5, baka iba yung takbo eh. Hindi, inagaw agad yung lamang eh.
And it all happened so fast.
So fast. And the kill blocks happened once again.
Atienza sending it through. Here's Fen Ennas on the back set to RJ.
Yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Lerma. Hindi mo papaluin ng mabilis, diba? I-tip over mo. Para mag-iba lang. Kasi balik ng balik eh. At saka outside ng outside yung palo. Kasi iniiwas nila eh. Nililihis nila ng paulit-ulit eh.
That ball was just able to go across above the blockers. As now it's a service ace for Grace Bombita.
Rare 2-point run here. First time since the 2-0 lead. Or 2-0 mark.
Patakbo tuloy itong si Grace Bombita out of joy. Gotta love that celebration. With the help of the net.
That's the first point of Bombita as a high riser.
Top serve, Nabor onto Aya.
Difficult.
Wow.
Difficult angle taken by Aya.
I hope our cameraman was able to get her reaction off of that point.
Mababa eh.
And with how she celebrated, it's kind of a signature Aya Laure, no? That there's a swag on her way up to her original stance. 21 serving 13, Shaya Adorador. Straight to Carly. Ooh, the set was too high.
It was a play that was probably the most difficult to guard para sa Chery Tiggo na tinatawag ng Galeries. Instead, it turns to a free point for the crossovers who are now on top by 9.
22 serving 13, Shaya Adorador. Ball received by Carly Hernandez, the former libero. Jimenez is denied.
Good coverage by Hernandez.
Chance ball for the red shirts.
Yun ang
At
mabigat.
the middle, it's Jai Atienza.
First point earlier coming from Bombita. Now is Atienza. Very opportunistic. Getting some floor time here from Coach Aaron Velez. Yes, Cez Robles ang hindi pa natin nakikita.
That's right, their best player versus Farm Fresh. But she's happy at the bench.
Yes. Katabi yan si Maylin Paan. Si De Los Reyes nandyan din.
Kita mo naman, the happiness from the crossovers. 10-point game, Doromal. Naibalik ang bola. Another chance for the white shirts. Jimenez tips it. Good recovery by EJ Laure. Chance on the other end. Hernandez, Ennas to Ipak. Yerba was there. Nabor to attack. That was wide.
Coach Aaron Velez smiling that last point given up by Nabor.
Coach Aaron saying, it's okay, one.
We have a nice buffer here. Still on top by 9. Kanina, double-digit lead yan.
Here's Julia Ipak, who scored 7 points in the previous outing at the service line. Ball misreceived and chased by Nabor. But Ea Laure is still able to make the most
Out
out
of
of it.
system play, no problem on that broken ball. That break ball rather. Yan ang pahusayan itong si Laure. Hindi namimili ng bola. But what about the effort coming from Jasmine Nabor? Sabi ni Ea kanina, ay angat mo. O, eto, mataas na. Punishing the defense.
Is that like the security set?
Yes. Yung kasi patakbo palabas. Normally sa open binabato yan pag alanganin. Pero ito kasi palabas na yung takbo ni Jasmine. So, nandun na si Ea, malapit sa kanya. Coach Coco, binibilang yung mga proteges niya.
That's right.
Marami nang natulungan, maraming nag-guide. At maraming mini-mentor si Coach Coco Reyes.
I'm sure he's feeling that sense of pride. Right now, his team is up by 9. And they end the set. That EJ Laure attack, 25-15 is our score in set number 2.
Both Laures already in double figures. The sister act with 20 points scored between them.
Now we will change court here in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. And from that cross by EJ Laure. Stay tuned for more, folks. We have set number 3 coming right up for Chery. It is 2-0, the score in terms of sets for Chery Tiggo against Galeries Tower. They won the first set 25-14. The second set, not so much of a difference.
Yes, Chery Tiggo Crossovers understanding the fact that even if the High Towers lost their first match, nakita naman nila dumikit yung huling dalawang sets. It could have been a longer match. Pangalawa, nabiktima sila ng mabagal na simula, muntik silang madali ng far fresh. Dito, we're not seeing any of that. Defense once again is the name of the game for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. And with a solid offensive force delivered by the Laure sisters. And of course, the effective support coming from Aimee Hernandez, Shaya Adorador. And then, the ace game once again of Jasmine Nabor was at the top of her playmaking skills in the last 2 games. Ang ganda-ganda ang tema at ang takbo ng Chery Tiggo. Meanwhile, the struggle continues para naman dito sa team ng Galeries na yung element of surprise ay wala na silang may gigimbala for today. At +6 attack points at crossovers. Once again, Total of 9 kill blocks in the first 2 sets para sa crossovers. At ang maganda sa Chery Tiggo, yung error count nila, they're keeping it to the bare minimum. Kaya yung mga 3 points para sa Highrisers, bihirang dumadating.
Just making it so hard for Galeries Tower
Yes.
to try to bounce back here in our second
That's
All-Filipino
also
final.
paying a lot of respect to the capacity and ability of the Highrisers na dumikit.
Laura, you mentioned alongside EJ, they're already in double figures, with
Right,
10 points each, but their efficiency, Coach Ronnie, is impressive.
Very impressive, and that's also a tribute to the kind of ball distribution and setup coming from the board. 54% and 42% for the two sisters. Alam mo, yung quality ng mga palo, yung puntos na yan, lagi mo titignan yung playmaker. At yung balasa at ball distribution, napakahalaga.
Not only is Jasmine Abor playmaking very well, but her blocking ability as well has been on display.
Natandaan natin na in the previous conference, there was their sister team that was also playing ang futon, di ba?
Right.
Oh, pero
Nahati
ngayon,
sila.
Nahati, correct.
That was Nabor and Adorador leading the futon squad.
Yan ang sinasabi ko. Ngayon, nagbabalik sila. Isa na lang muli ang puwersa.
Nice dig right there by Juliet Katistig.
Tight.
Audrey Paran is back. Here's EJ Laure with the tip.
Smart. The difference was Shaya Dorador one-handing, kept that ball alive and in play. The rally and in transition, the Laurel again delivers.
Not much power needed from EJ to score on that one. She's up to 11 points.
Nice to see EJ Laurel back in peak form.
We definitely missed her for a couple of years.
Also a national player in her own right.
Here's De Los Reyes from the middle. On her first appearance in this game, she couldn't score.
Tried to.
Touch.
Tried to. Rejected.
De Los Reyes just apologized to Coach Kung Fu.
Oo. Minsan talaga instinct lang eh.
So there are 2 head coaches for the Highrisers. May dalawa din dito sa kabila.
Tandem coaching, ika nga.
Ball kept alive by Nabor.
Oh, nice.
Yerba to EJ.
Nice. Sometimes liberos are called as secondary setters, and that's a perfect illustration. The delivery by Nerva.
There it is. Wala nang makakahabol yan.
Ang ganda ng bigay.
EJ Laure celebrates.
Sanay kila Bella Belen, kila Liza Solomon.
Oof, that's right. Kina Ces Robles, who we're still hoping to see.
Si Laksina, doon pa dati, di ba?
That's right. They were champions.
Yes.
Ea Laure going cross.
Again, just add on to the list the many products of UST's volleyball program. Dami. Wala pa sa panahon nila Eliza Valdez.
Oo nga, high school.
Oh, nila Jing Balse, of course.
Was Jajo Santiago in UST?
Yes.
As well?
Yes. The sisters.
Masangkay going to the open. Strong hit by Rap Aguilar. By the way, she has been shut down so far in this game. Masangkay to the other side.
That's
Winning will
Pacres.
score.
Si Pacres ang nakakabulang. Siyang nakakapuntos.
At ngayon, magre-report na rin si Alexis Tinsay.
Migs and Coach Ronnie delving more into courtside dugout thoughts. I actually got to talk to Amy Hernandez and Cesar Robles, and they mentioned to me how Coach A values their individual performance and endurance more than having to compare them with other players. This gives them the laser eye focus to take mental notes of what they can do in court and collectively all improve. For Galeries Highrisers, Roma Doromal and Juliet Katindig are banking on leading the team with commitment to their roles, with Roma on the outside and Juliet from the back. What's amazing about these two teams is that they are on the same wavelength of self-evaluation, and that's a good way to start the conference. And since this is just the first game, Migs and Coach Ronnie, you can relive this game. Filipinas Live app available to all Pinoys for only 149 pesos a month. Let's go back to this rally.
Thank you, Alexis. Pacres tried to push the ball to the other side to no avail. There's a scramble for defense of Chery Tiggo. It's now 3 serving 4 in set number 3. As Demi Pacres and the rest of the white shirts are still gunning for their first set victory here in our second All-Filipino Conference for 2023. Demi Pacres at the service line will actually wait far from it, as that service also goes way off. But straight to Coach Aaron Velez. He's been a target of the ball so far in our action today. Balik tayo kay A.L. Laure.
Isa lang ibig sabihin yan. Puro diagonal yung palo kasi bihira naman yung down the line.
Yeah. Oh, service error on the other end.
Talked about the fact that they nursed their errors really well. Combined 13 only in the first 2 sets. For the crossovers, 6 in the first set, 7 in the previous second set win.
What would you say is the quota for number of errors na masasabi natin marami na sa isang set?
Basta pumalo ng double figures,
Double
marami
figures.
yun. Oo, marami yun.
Adorador. That means the line.
Kasi minsan pati yung mga good teams nangyayari pag yung...
Oh, cream line is error prone, right?
And sometimes a lot of errors also come from the service line. Kasi nga, yun ang first line of offense, so kakargahan mo talaga. Pero dito, bihira. At least, double check natin yung errors sa serve. Chery Tiggo, 2, 3, 4, 5 service errors.
Not an error right there from Shaya. There's the push from Audrey Paran.
Difficult once again.
Nabor goes to EJ. Ball deflected. Pacres, masangkay. Back to Paran. Wow, a tough dig by Jen Yerba. And that's A.L. Laure who scores.
Yerba with another spectacular save. Did not play in their first win. Getting extended floor time here. Showing us a glimpse on her potential to be one of the best defensive specialists in the PVL.
You've talked about her caliber already back in her UAAP days.
Sumisikip na yung labanan ng mga libero, no?
That's for sure. Masangkay goes to Paran. And she scores.
There's no doubt that Galeries will go all out in this set. Not just to stay close, but to try and win the set and extend the match. Masangkay has been going to Paran. Who missed the previous set. This time beats a double block. Sabi ni Coach Lerma, palo ng mabilis bago mag-set ng mga blockers. Pangilan lang ni Paran yan.
Third.
Pangatlo pa lang, no? First point.
That's after her
In set 1.
And 2 quick points right in set 1.
Correct. Service ace.
The lead is cut down to 1.
Right, 2 straight points.
There's Julia Ipak. First service ace in this game.
And the leading scorer is Pacres and Ipak.
Both with 4.
And that's Pacres off the bench.
Ipak is following up on her 7-point output in their first game. Ball pushed by Adorador.
Over.
And won by EJ.
Over ball coming from Esguerra. Opportunistic tip coming from Laure. Restores a 2-point lead.
De Los Reyes returns for Chery Tiggo. Andrea Marzan will now make her appearance. That's replacing Mean Esguerra.
I believe both players coming from Arellano University. I'll double check that. Of course, Coach Javier.
AC goes to Marzan immediately. She was checked. Katindig. Back to Audrey. 2 blockers were there.
This is the way Chery Tiggo started with Pongay Gaston. Getting the job done in the first set together with Jasmine Nabor among others. Hernandez, Nabor with 4 blocks combined in the first set. Kasama yung Laura sisters. Kasama si Ponggay Gaston. May 6 agad sila ron.
And 3 in particular for Jasmine Nabor in this game. Here's Jasmine who sets up EJ. Speed, kinulang.
Looking for a drop. Will not get the ball to cross.
It's now 7 serving 9. AC Masangkay. Oh, that's low on her service. Very unfortunate error as they were closing in already on Chery Tiggo. There's Coach Lerma.
This is a perfect chance para sa Galeries na dumikit at tumamang because nagkakamali rin marami dito yung crossovers kaya lang hindi nila matuloy-tuloy.
They're making errors of their own. Tough save there by the white shirts. Nabor goes to the...
Oh, nice. First point for the Los Reyes on her second touch. Once again, Nabor. Amazing ball distribution today.
Oh, I have a feeling that she's the one who's impressing you the most.
Oh, yes,
in this game.
Kasi kompleto eh.
Scramble on the other end.
And this is already the separation that crossovers are trying to impose on the white shirts.
Let's see if Carly Hernandez can make a difference.
Defensively, yes. Oh, laking bagay siya kanina. But they lose a bit of firepower in Paran. It plays right now.
Amy Pacres will try to make us avoid that technical timeout off of this serve. Kapinding with the receive. Masangkay to Dimi. Ball deflected for a bit. Here's EJ Laure, and she will score and send us to our technical timeout.
Dito lang, pag ano no. Dito pwesto lang yan. Nakikita mo yung line down, nakikita mo to. Yung out-server na. Pwede dito ka lang, hindi mo siya nakikita dito.
You're back inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the city of San Juan for your PVL All-Filipino Conference action between Chery Tiggo and Farm Fresh Corporation. Sorry, not Farm Fresh. That's their former or their last game. They're going up against Galeries Tower, the Highrisers, for this matchup. Farm Fresh is actually seated behind us right now. Just saw Louis Romero and company. The score reads 13-7. As we thank you for joining us, this is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Ronnie Magsano and Alexis Tinsay. Rap Aguilar has had a tough afternoon. She's still scoreless in this game. Carly Hernandez, as Coach Ronnie mentioned, will try to make a difference on the defensive end. She tries to stop Franz Ronquillo, EJ Laure, Jaisel de los Reyes, Jasmine Nabor and company. Nabor, as Coach Ronnie mentioned, has been distributing that ball very well in this game. Boy, that's a nice attack from Demi Pacres. Total now for Pacres is 5 coming off the bench. All off of attacks. Na-mention din ni Coach Ronnie. Magaling, manggulang itong si Demi Pacres. Not necessarily all force on her attacks. back set to EJ. She's met at the net. Ball kept alive. A high ball right there for Galeries. Chance on the other end. What a scramble. Masangkay back to Dimi and she will score.
Mabot na tayo sa technical timeout kanina. Last push ito na nakikita ko para sa Galeries. This is the kind of impact that Patres can have for this team. Beating the defense of Jen Yerva rather, going down the line and pushing her team 1 point closer.
Back-to-back points for Demi Pacres. 9-13, De Los Reyes. Ball kept alive by AC. Here's Rap, and that is her first point in this match.
3 consecutive points here. And suddenly, high of 6. It is just down to 3.
Boy, it's been a while since we have seen success from the side of Rap Aguilar, but she would gladly take that.
Coming off a 4-point game in their first loss versus the Angels.
Mistake on the other end from Galeries Tower. That puts Chery Tiggo up to 14 points in set number 3. Here's EJ Laure at the service line. That's in, ball up by Rap.
What a serve.
Dim will send it across. Yerva was there. Nabor to the combination.
Oh, nice.
For Franz Ronquillo.
Good high coming from De Los Reyes. Coach Aaron Velez going deep in his rotation.
Ano nga ba ang pinaka-nabalasa para sa Chery Tiggo? The middle blockers?
Among others. Siyam na ang ginagamit dito ni Coach.
Chase for Hernandez. This is a free ball for Chery Tiggo. EJ, Jasmine, Shaya. Ball kept alive. Masangkay, back sets. Dimi. Pinagukang manggulang ulit. Hindi gumana. AC, back to Dimi. And she will score.
Patres continues her scoring race. Only player to score over 5 points today. Para sa Galeries, now with a total of 7. Add on to that her, I believe, 4-point game.
That's right.
Oo, dun sa una nilang laban.
Well, Coach Ronnie, this is just the new beginning for Dimi Pacres.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Each team plays a total of 11 games at least. And if you make it to the semis, definitely you will play more.
There's Seth Rodriguez with a couple of Chery Tiggo crossovers. Again, Rodriguez is out.
Pati si Alina Bicar, no?
Ed Bicar,
Mylene Paat.
Maylene Paat, and Joy Micagande all have injuries. That's a strong hit by Dimi.
Yes, everybody was trying to defend down the line.
How about the variety of attacks?
Sabi sa atin yung mga kaharap niya eh. Mga teammates niya dati.
You just gotta love the swag and celebrations of
Oh,
Dimi
confidence
Pacres.
is not a problem.
Hindi na nawala as Adorador answers back.
Hindi pwedeng mawala kasi yan talagang kumbaga DNA ng player. Pag yan na nawala, medyo mahirap ibalik.
Ang nawala lang yung dati niyang nickname.
By choice.
By choice.
By choice, diba?
Which is, you know, kind of interesting.
By choice.
Found out about it today. Why not? Ronquillo over serves. Here's Coach Aaron with his short hair nowadays. Nanibago rin ako dyan.
Yes.
Tapos nakita yan. 13 serving 17. Yerva onto Shaya Adorador. Julia Angeles is there. Asangkay to the open. That's Carly Hernandez.
Nice.
Jasmine Nabor, back row. EJ, that was low.
Going to the pipe. Pipe not working. Once again, from a high of 6, this is the closest. Abutin ng Galeries.
How about the attack though from Carly Hernandez?
Right.
It's been a while since we have seen her do something like that.
Sabi nga natin, expect a strong push.
Ooh, that's a service ace.
Second service ace given up. Third service ace given up in this set.
3 points down for Rap Aguilar.
All of them here in the third set.
Yeah, before her first point, she was 0 out of 11 in terms of her attacks. How about Menes Guerra celebrating off of that point? Oh, service error now. Just anticlimactic for Galeries Tower. And now Ces Robles will be making her first appearance in this game.
As the designated server.
Robles versus Farm Fresh. Let's check her numbers again. 10 points in 2 sets played.
Sa kantaas ng percentage niya. 10 of 17 to eh. 58%.
More than 50. Ooh, unfortunately, she starts off her campaign in this game with a service error.
Right. Season 81 best server. That was in 2019. Former captain likewise. Well, then yung Lady Bulldogs was a part of the team in 2022 that erased a 65-year title drought for NU. Kasama sila Bella Belen among others, Eliza Solomon, ito sila Jen Nelva, Cagande.
Ivy Laxina.
Yep.
Strong hit from A.L. Laure. Make that E.J. Laure. Ball up by Nierva. Nabor, the 1-2. Yes.
7 points for Nabor. How many times do you see a setter nearing the double-digit mark?
Well, with her blocks in this game, and is that her second 1-2?
Second dump.
Is she relatively tall as a setter?
Yes.
Yes.
Sa atin, no?
Sa atin.
Pilipinas, matangkad na.
19-16. Ball kept alive by Robles. Here's E.J. Laure on the approach. Masangkay. Back set. Dimi. On speed. Yes, ma'am.
She reached the defense 2 steps ahead, no? Yun ang kagandahan kay Pacres. Not just a heavy hitter. Alam niya kung saan ang donut. Look at this, on the back set.
Coach Lerma Hiron had a very funny reaction to that play. She was laughing while being serious at the same time at the side.
8 for Pacres.
19-17. E.J. Laure on the cross. Tough save.
Oh, good save.
That goes through. De Los Reyes to Laure. A chance for the white
Oh.
stripes. Miss it. That's Angeles sending it to Hernandez. Carly. It's kept alive. What a sequence. Dimi again. Back-to-back points for Dimi Pacres.
Why not? Says Pacres. 9 for Pacres. So the lead is at 1. 13-7 ito kanina. Since that time, it has been an 11-6 counter here generated by Pacres and the rest of the Highrisers.
Now remember, at the start of the set, they were also able to tip the lead down to 1. Can they actually pull off the comeback? Jasmine aboard to Jason De Los Reyes.
Again, says De Los Reyes.
Quick answer from Chery Tiggo. It's the board again, utilizing almost all of her spikers. Jasmine serves. They're up by 2. Carly Hernandez with the receive. Angeles to Pacres.
Suabe, no?
Well, if it has been working for her, then why not? Is this going to be challenged? Looks like it's a no. So we shall continue. 19 serving 20. Cardi Hernandez. The Highrisers are still looking for their first set win in our All-Filipino Conference. The ball back sets to EJ.
Think she will miss.
They're tied, but this will be challenged first. There you see Coach Yanni Fernandez, assistant of Coach Kung Fu as well in UST. Let's see, was there a block touch? Ooh, yes, there was.
Good read by Coach Kung Fu.
The challenge was successful. It's been all unsuccessful challenges.
Hindi naman sila Hindi naman nagsa-challenge sila Coach Aaron eh. First time. Tama, di ba?
Yeah, that's how sure they were.
And I thought that ball was really long.
So it's 21 serving 19. Chery Tiggo up by 2. Pacres again. What a game for Demi Pacres.
Expect more playing time from Pacres in the games to come. 11 points for Pacres in only her second game back, plus the 4 that she generated. Her first loss, that's 15 points in the last 2 games. But more importantly, she keeps her team in the hunt.
I wish we had we have a statistic counting the number of off-speed and tips that Demi Pacres has.
Gulang eh, no?
Oh, Pacres again. Tried to score to no avail. Nabor, Robles to answer back. Ball sent back. Good recognition by Jason.
But just to pay tribute to Cesc Robles, pointing diagonal, then going down the line. AC Masangkay up to the task, but that was a difficult take coming from Cesc Robles. Saka hindi katangkaran eh.
Yes,
Ang
yeah,
wing spiker,
definitely.
di ba?
You could really see the blockers towering over her. 22, serving 20, and set number 3. Hernandez on the receive. Masangkay, back to Dimi. Ball deflected and chased by Robles. Chance ball. Angeles, Masangkay, Pacres.
Not this time.
Goes through.
And what did check her? It was Robles.
Yeah.
Perfect timing coming from the best player of the game, Awardi. Sa unang laro na, ayan, no?
There's a height difference as well between Pacres and Robles. Have a timeout, 23 to 20.
Sa dulo, kaya yun talaga, coach. Mabitin lang. Okay, sige, gather up tayo. Ayun, AC, umiga. Binabantayan na si Dim dito eh. Ha? Dalawa na yung blocker niya. Ibig sabihin, hindi na kumakagat sa middle. Pakagatin mo nga. Huwag lang pakagatin.
May isa pa dalawang
Paandarin mo yung middle natin. Meron pa isang wing sa kabila. Sino nasa harapan? O ayan o. AC, ang lakas ng harapan natin. Sige, pasa tayo ng ayos.
Tatlo, kaya yan! Oo, hindi ka pa rin! Highriser! Side out tayo, side out!
Ayun na, nabasa na si Demi Pacres ng depensa ng Chery Tiggo. Well, Pacres has been very efficient today.
Hindi na nakakapwing ang tawag dyan, nakakasakit na.
Nakasakit na. Her efficiency is at 48%, 11 out of 23. And there you see Alina Picard, who's nursing a knee injury. As for Coach Aaron Velez, she will be back by December. So watch out for her folks. It's 23 to 20. Rap. And to EJ Laure. Here's Cesc Robles. Woo! Strong hit. No more chase for the white shirts.
Robles with 2 points. Double check natin to, ha? 2 points. 2 points?
I had 2.
Oo, pero key points. As this set could have been tied at 20 apiece. But that was a challenge made by the Crossovers that swung the point to their side, and that was instrumental. Na ngayon, they have already a total of 4 match points.
Masangkay will give it up to the open. That's Rap Aguilar. And Rap will score.
Still fighting hard.
This is the closest set so far in this game. Galeries only scored 14 and 15 respectively in sets 1 and 2. Demi Pacres will now be serving. The top scorer of the Highrisers in this game.
Off the bench.
The ball will go to Cesc Robles with the finisher.
Gotta be impressed with this young lady. Very, very good player, definitely.
She was only used in the third set.
Wala pang 5 minuto eh.
Pang-clutch lang eh. No?
Tapos lang. What a finisher. Second straight win. First winning streak. And they will be the pace setter. Talking about the Crossovers at this point of the competition.
Right.
Game number 7 pa lang po ng ating 78 match tournament.
Long way to go. And so it's 25 to 21 to wrap up set number 3. We'll be back for our game statistics. final score reads 25 to 24, sorry, 25 to 14, 25 to 15, and 25 to 21 in favor of Chery Tiggo against Galeries Tower in their second game of our second All-Filipino Conference. Now, Alexis Tinsay is with our best player of the game.
Migs and Coach Ronnie here with me is player of the game, Jasmine Nabor of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Congratulations, Jazz! And you know what? Jazz had 7 points, 2 attacks, 3 blocks, 2 aces, and 12 excellent sets. Jazz, you fired up the court today, not just with your excellent sets, but you had dumps and you had block points. Gaano ka-importante na hindi mo mabasa ng kalaban yung mga gagawin mo bilang setter, bilang kailangan mo maging creative every single set.
Siyempre, every conference, kailangan nag-i-improve pa. So, kailangan lahat mag-connect sa akin. Kasi yun talaga yung inaaral namin every practice na lahat. Parang isang tingin lang, kailangan alam na yung gagawin.
Yes, and you know what? Siyempre dahil nandito, yung Chery Tiggo Crossovers, and you guys have 2 sweeps for your first 2 games. I wanted to ask you about that, your sparking connection with your spikers right now, lalo na nag-comeback ka sa Chery Tiggo. Sparking connection mo sa spikers mo, Jazz, lalo na nag-comeback ka ngayon sa Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Sobrang nakakatuwa kasi grabe talaga yung gel ng team namin. Kasi sobrang gaan talaga lahat ng matanda nakikinig sa bata, yung matanda nakikinig, yung bata nakikinig sa matanda, gano'n. So lahat nakikinig sa sistema nung pinapagawa ng mga coaches namin. And ayun, kailangan talaga lahat kami magtutulungan, lahat kami aangat.
Ibig sabihin, walang edad sa Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Congratulations again. May gusto kong batiin, Jazz.
Binabati ko po yung family ko, Nabor family, Adorador family, and sa lahat po na sumusuporta ng Chery Tiggo and sa management po namin.
Congratulations again, Jazz, and to the rest of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. 2 more games coming your way. Let's go back to the panel.
I kind of feel bad for the hair of Jasmine Nabor.
Pwede bang mga 4 na questions pa?
What a very fun interview. Kudos to the whole team of the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. Coach Ronnie, we saw 14 excellent sets, 7 points, 3 blocks. What impressed you the most about Jasmine Nabor?
Hair consistency, definitely. I saw this of Jasmine dun sa unang laban nila, and she picked up where she left off. Laura Sisters exploded with 27 points combined, but Nabor is the 3rd leading scorer. But more than that, is the control that she had all match long. Pero ang pinakagusto ko yung depensa niya eh. Sipag eh. Parang meron kang pangalawa, pangatlong libero dahil tatrabahuhin talaga niya. Hindi namimili ng bola, walang reaction, laro lang siya. At sabi nga niya, sa kanyang pagbabalik dito, masaya siya. Hindi lang dahil sa inaayusan.
Yes.
Niya, kundi maganda yung response ng mga kasama niya.
So it's not just the net defense, but the floor defense as well of Jasmine.
Yun ang unang napansin ko talaga dun sa unang laban pa lang nila. Laging umaangat yung bola, lagi sila nakakabalik. Kaya may chance silang tum-transition at tum-score on return plays. Excellent numbers once again. At in spite of the fact that they will give up 1 more ace, makikita mo all across the board, kontrolado ng Chery Tiggo Crossovers in this impressive 2nd straight win to pace the leaderboard after 7 matches.
All right, so congratulations to Chery Tiggo for their 2nd victory of the season. Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Up next, we have the PLDT high-speed hitters and the Akari Chargers. As we thank you for joining us, for Coach Ronnie Magsanok. My name is Nick Gomez, and this has been the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball.
Sorry.
I see the problem more in the aspect of skills. Kasi mental challenges, I've been there. I know her as a player, so the more you know someone, the more you know their weaknesses. So look out, Ate Jols. Joke lang.